and I'm in the FBI.
Okay.
Brian Alley.
Okay.
Do you have a few minutes to talk to him?
Yeah, I have a jet to catch, so we're in a rush.
I can be quick.
Okay, yeah.
As quick as I
What is
can
it
be.
about? Yeah.
So I wanted to talk to you about some stuff.
Bus train is going down. Cuffem is having an FBI investigation open up on him, and I'm very curious to see what's going on. I never wish any jail or any harm on no black man at all, for real, and I really hope you could get out of it. But it is a sign that things are starting to go down. Let's see what's going on.
So we're in a rush.
I can be quick.
Okay,
As
yeah.
quick as I
What
can
is it
be.
about? Yeah.
So I wanted to talk to you about some stuff.
Online?
So Cuffem just received a visit from the FBI, and apparently they've been investigating him for 7 months, and he believes all of this is happening at the hands of Gypsy Crusader. Now, if you're a normal person who's employed or just aren't chronically online, at least for the past 2-3 weeks, then you probably have no idea who Gypsy Crusader is, but he's been one of the most viral creators on the internet over the past few weeks, and that's because he got booked to fight on Aiden Ross's brand versus boxing event. He fought against Super Hot Fire, who I'm sure all of you have seen on the internet at some point in time, and unfortunately Gypsy Crusader did end up winning the fight, although it's very debatable. But the reason why any of this was even important to begin with is just because Gypsy Crusader is known on the internet to be, I guess you could call him a lot of things. He hates literally everyone, but he's racist, he's anti-Semitic, he's just an extremist. I've seen him be referred to as a white supremacist, things like that. So he's just not a good person.
We don't claim him in Jersey. We spit on him in Jersey. We don't claim him at all. We spit on him.
In general, but there's a lot of people in the world who just aren't good people, and because of that he has a large following all over social media. But you're probably still wondering, how did him and Cuffem even come in contact in the first place? Well, you see, Gypsy Crusader does a lot of content on the Monkey platform, where you could just match up with random people via video chat and talk to random people from all over the world. And one of the main things Gypsy does on this platform is, like, he dresses up as the Joker, and he goes on here and he comes across like black people or whoever, and he usually just calls them the hard R or something like that, something just offensive to whoever it is he's talking to, and that usually sparks like a.
And look at these raccoons sitting there laughing. Y'all sitting here laughing, giving him the content, letting him make like what is y'all doing? What is y'all? That's not
big argument, and like that's basically his whole content.
Wow. Okay. So, what are we doing here, gentlemen? What gang did we join in prison or in juvenile when we were there?
What?
Hold on.
Yeah, you go get that strap, fam.
And I'm sure some of you who are familiar with Cuffem probably know that that's kind of his main content as well. Not going on Omegle being racist, but just going on platforms like Monkey and Omegle, just talking to random people on the internet. And his whole thing is kind of just being ugly. Yeah, I know that's like a crazy thing to say.
his whole thing is being ugly, bruh. Is that how you want your life to play out, dog? At a certain time, you really gotta sit here and think about. There's gonna be a little you one day that has to look up and say, "Yo, Dad, how do we get rich?" 'Cause you ugly. Well, not you ugly. I was ugly and you look like me, so you got the capabilities of getting rich too. And having the ability to make fun of yourself.
Hey, but he's literally just known as the ugly guy, and whenever people match up with him, girls and specifically, he usually gets them to rate him, and they just talk about how ugly he is, and those clips always go viral.
Ugly and your head just so small. You like a little alien. Hello. Oh my god. Just so adorable. Like, you're just so ugly. Like, you're like the ugly adorable. You know when like you see a monkey, you be like, oh, look, little monkey. That's how I feel like seeing you. Like, oh, you're just so ugly. But it's okay though.
I'm not gonna lie, twin. You can't let somebody just talk to you like that. You gotta have some kind of like self-respect. I don't know.
And you got a big forehead.
I mean, he literally does this for hours nearly every day, and if you didn't know any better, you would think it was just scripted. Like, you would think he would be telling these people to say this beforehand, but it's so much of a recurring thing with all of these different people that there's no way this could possibly be fake. But anyways, with both of them doing like monkey content and things like
there's like a normal consensus that he's ugly. That's diabolical, brother.
that, I guess Cuffem became familiar with who Gypsy Crusader was, and one night Cuffem decided to go on a hunt on Monkey to find Gypsy Crusader and share a conversation with him and try to press him for all of the racist things he says on the internet. So that's when he began skipping through people on Monkey for hours, all the way up to the point where he came across Gypsy Crusader. And once they crossed paths, literally everything just broke loose. They was going back and forth for a very long time. There was a lot of threats being made, a lot of slurs being said. I'm not even sure if I'm going to be able to put a clip of their conversation in this video just due to how bad it really was. Like literally the whole thing would be censored, so I don't know if there's much of a point. But regardless, they went back and forth for quite some time, and ever since then they had a bit of a rivalry, and that's something that's been going on for the past few months. Now, once that rivalry with Gypsy Crusader and Cuffem started, that's when Ada Ross found out about who Gypsy was, and then he went on Monkey doing the same thing Cuffem did, looking for Gypsy for hours, and then the two of them came across paths and talked for a bit, and he found out that Gypsy didn't really like him either.
All of these things that I've been through, I have every reason not to like you people. Any person who has been through just a small portion of what I have should hate you.
And all of those
You put on a clown suit to tell people you hate them. Like, I don't even know if I want to, like, consider that genuine hate. Like, I don't... Like, I don't... You a fan, my boy. They are equally your fans for going on for hours trying to find you, like two little fanboys.
events is what basically led to Gypsy being featured on this brand risk event. And like I said, that went viral all over social media. But the important thing here is that this was the first time that both him and Cuffem were both in like the same vicinity of one another. But he already had made it clear prior that he wanted nothing to do with Cuffem at this event. He didn't want to talk to him. He didn't want to see him. He didn't want to share any words with Cuffem at all. He even stated that if Cuffem was commentating while he was fighting, then he was just going to walk out of the ring. So of course, Cuffem didn't commentate the fight, but he did share his opinions on the match that Gypsy had after the match was over. And he agreed with most of the crowd and the internet that he felt like Super Hot Fire was robbed.
Because we need you right now. You might be the only savior we got. Everybody, can y'all give it up for Cuffem real quick?
It's over with, man.
All right, so I don't know what the fuck just happened. How you feel about the fight that just went down, brother?
I ain't gonna lie, I'm happy for my nigga Super Hot, my nigga. He did what he's supposed to do, my nigga. The judges, all that. He went in there, 2 different body types and put it on for the black. Shout out to Super Hot on God.
So after this, a few days passed, the whole brand risk event was over, but Cuffem and Gypsy Crusader was still sharing words about one another on social media. And they basically were saying the same things about each other, like, oh, I saw him in person and he didn't say this, or I saw him in person and he didn't say that. They literally...
Does bro have his eyebrows tattooed on? Are we really giving this man respect, bro? Like, come on. This man has his eyebrows tattooed on and his lips plushed. Come on, bro.
Were saying the same exact things about each other. And apparently, all of this is what led up to the event that Cuffem just recently shared to Twitter about him getting a visit from the FBI. He posted a brief clip to social media. It was like a Ring doorbell footage or something of the FBI showing up to his home, and they weren't like aggressive or anything. The lady just stated that she wanted to talk to him about some online stuff.
Hi, Cameron. How are
Hey,
you?
what's going on?
My name's...
Online?
Now, also,
As a black man, the first thing you ask, am I being under arrest? Am I being detained? Is the 2 first questions that you ask. Regardless, to no matter what, if they're friendly, whatever, you ask that so then you can also stand your ground with, I want to leave now. Thank you. If they say no, you can't leave, you are detained. That's not something you want to find out till it's too late. Just saying.
the tweet that Cuffem shared this in, he
Especially
stated
over a
that
gun?
Gypsy was the one that snitched on him and that the FBI was investigating him for the past 7 months. Now, I don't know if that was like a bit of a hyperbole or something, but the situation with him and Gypsy happened about 5, maybe 6 months ago. I think it's the earliest I could find on like YouTube and things like that. So maybe he was just exaggerating a little bit with the time span. But the truth is, Cuffem does do a lot of stuff on stream that could incriminate him in some type of way. But at the end of the day, people don't know if these things are real or maybe they're just props or whatever the case may be. Whether he's showing weapons or lean or whatever it is, there's
I don't even want to give this, like, I don't even want to watch this anymore. Like, I don't even want to give this any more attention, energy, like this.
really no way to prove that he was making towards Gypsy. Maybe it was the threats he's making towards somebody else. Maybe it's the stuff he shows. I don't know. But even Ada Ross briefly talked about it on his stream last night as well, saying that if they're investigating Cuffem, then he's probably cooked as well.
I talked about Cuffem's FBI, and I talked about this guy getting bombed. And now I'm fucking, like, dude, what? That is, like, do we not talk about, like,
Wrong
shit now?
with
Like,
you?
I ain't gonna lie. If the feds pulled up on Cuffem, I ain't gonna lie, I'm cooked. Like, no weird shit, bro. Like, if they pull up
What
on
is
Cuffem, I'm fucked.
wrong with it?
Now, I don't know why Aiden would be cooked. I don't feel like he does anything incriminating or anything like that on stream, but whatever. But anyways, though, we don't know what's going on with this Cuffem situation right now. He hasn't been live since he made these posts to social media, so he hasn't spoken on it anymore. He did have a follow-up tweet replying to someone in the comments saying that he wishes he could like share everything that they were talking about between him and the FBI, but it's probably like a lot of legal things, so of course he can't talk about it. But he did say that they were like saying a lot of crazy things and that they were really tapped in for his streams for some period of time now. Now, as I'm recording this, we did get a quick little update from Cuffem. He did make a tweet saying that he spoke to his lawyer and his lawyer told him that he could go live tomorrow. And he also stated that he got visited by the FBI again today and that he apologized for showing the faces of the agents in his video. And he ended this whole thing off with saying that it was a serious matter and he apologizes, also stating that he will be deleting the tweet with their faces in it. And he closed this whole thing off by saying that he's an internet troll.
Right, it's done up. They really hit the
FBI, open up!
You posted their faces? What is wrong with you? Okay, like, no, like, guys, stupidity should be illegal. This is crazy. At a certain point, come on. Come on. I don't know. I wish Cuffem the best, but stop doing dumb shit, bro.
Bye, have a great time.